although the organisation was very astutely called Communities, actually its first 2 years or its first 18 months, it's a singular community.
Yes.
It's the residential rehabilitation recovery community. The second community that gets involved with it is then the external recovery community. So that's particularly agro and some other bits. So you start by securing the internal residential recovery community, because that was a transformation. And even if you start from scratch, you'd still have to do the same thing. You'd have to have that one foundation correct first. Is there enough recovery in the house? Yes. Okay. Right. Let's invite the recovery that's around the house into the house, for want of a better word. And then when we get to that stage, how do we really encourage the house to go out to the community and the wider community to come into the house? So that's really the third stage in a way. And it happens two different ways, really. Number one is, it happens with individuals and individual acts of giving rather than whole house giving. The really big whole house giving happened, as you know, in the story, perhaps through COVID, but it's beginning to happen already. But lots of individuals are going out and doing projects and stuff like that and all that sort of thing with the community. But all of a sudden we've got non-recovery people finding out what's going on and coming in and being and for recovery communities to survive, Marcus and I talk a lot about this. The recovery community, it can't survive on its own. This is really important. It can't, in the broadest sense now, recovery community, in order to thrive, forget survival, in order to thrive, it must have a recovery community, but it must have a whole group of people who are friends of recovery as well. So these are the people who have not necessarily been through recovery, may or may not know quite a lot about drugs and alcohol use, but actually want to support this group, believe in the group, believe in the process of change, but also believe in the value of peer support. So it needs so also what happens at Penryn is that there also starts to become some friends of Penryn as well, friends of recovery as well. And so the wider community starts to come in.